Sunday, July 9th, 2023, afternoon edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video. Hi, I'm your AI-generated news anchor, Alicia Synthwave. Thank you for tuning in. In this afternoon edition, I will be assisted in summarizing today's headlines by my valued AI-generated colleagues. In today's news, NTSB probes united. 737 max engine fire. Wembanyama scores 9 points in Spurs debut. Turkey opposes Sweden's NATO membership, explained by Vox. California governor won't appeal parole for Leslie Van Houten, and much more. But first, this day in history.
This day in history, 1259, Michael VIII Palaiologos is proclaimed co-emperor of the Empire of Nicaea with his ward John IV Lascaris. 1500, Portuguese explorer Pedro Álvares Cabral discovers the coast of Brazil.
Today's obituaries. Nikolai Aljochin, 68, Belarusian fencer. Gary Allen, 63, American football player, Houston Oilers, Dallas Cowboys, Calgary Stampeders, heart failure. Patrice Awisi, 57, French Olympic boxer, 1992. Yuri Brilinski, 81, Ukrainian actor.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
It's really dangerous. Surfers face chaotic waves and storm surge in hurricane season. CBS News. AI summary of this story. The article discusses the dangers of storm surges, which are abnormal rises in water levels caused by hurricanes and strong tropical storms. Storm surges can be particularly deadly during hurricane season, posing threats to coastal areas and causing devastating flooding. The size and strength of a hurricane, as well as other factors such as coastline shape and atmospheric pressure, can influence the severity of a storm surge. It is important for communities to heed evacuation notices and follow safety protocols to protect against the dangers of storm surges.
Why Turkey is fighting to block Sweden from joining NATO, explained. Vox.com. AI summary of this story. The article discusses the unavailability of a certain service for Google Workspace for education users who are under 18 or children under 13 or below the age of consent in their country.
Victor Wembanyama scores 9 points on shaky San Antonio Spurs debut, CNN. The AI summary of this story. French basketball player Victor Wembanyama made his debut for the San Antonio Spurs in a game against the Charlotte Hornets. Despite a lackluster performance with only 9 points, Wembanyama showcased his talent with impressive vision, passing, and a remarkable defensive block. Wembanyama admitted it was a difficult first night, but called his debut a special moment. In another game, Scoot Henderson made his debut for the Portland Trail Blazers with an impressive performance before being forced off with a shoulder injury. The next game will feature a matchup between Henderson and Wembanyama.
Save up to 65% on an Echo Dot with these early Prime Day deals. Android Police. AI summary of this story. This article highlights the current deals on Echo Dot smart speakers, emphasizing the opportunity to get the best value for money. It suggests that readers can find great discounts on these devices, allowing them to enjoy the benefits of a smart speaker at a lower price. The article encourages readers to take advantage of these deals and grab an Echo Dot while they are available.
Business news.
Christmas Tree Shops warns of 232 Massachusetts layoffs starting now. Masslive.com. AI summary of this story. Christmas Tree Shops, a 53-year-old chain, has announced that it will be closing all 70 of its remaining locations, including 14 in Massachusetts, resulting in the layoff of 232 workers in the state. The layoffs began on July 7th and will continue until the end of August. The company lost bankruptcy funding last week and will stop accepting gift cards on July 21st. The Massachusetts filing does not provide a breakdown of the number of employees affected at each location. The closure of the Holyoke Crossing store, which opened in 2021, marks the end of the company's new merchandising plan. By filing a WARN notice, the company is able to provide assistance to workers who may be eligible for retraining or other benefits.
NTSB investigating United 737 MAX that had engine fire at Newark Airport. The Washington Post. AI summary of this story. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating an engine fire on a Boeing 737 MAX that occurred during a United Airlines flight. The plane landed safely at Newark Liberty International Airport and no injuries were reported. The crew noticed the fire warning indicator and shut down the engine before using the onboard firefighting system. A fuel leak and heat damage were discovered during maintenance. The cause of the fuel leak and fire is still unknown.
Science News.
Satellites in space could all be destroyed because of one single event: giant freaking robot. AI summary of this story. According to an article, the destruction of one satellite in space could lead to a catastrophic chain reaction that destroys hundreds of other satellites, leaving Earth in ruins. The risk of this happening has increased due to Russia's launch of an anti-satellite missile that created hazardous debris. The United States has banned the testing of anti-satellite weapons to mitigate this risk. If the Kessler syndrome, a theory suggesting ongoing collisions in space debris, occurs, it could render all satellites unusable within 40 years, affecting communication, GPS systems, power grids, and banking systems.
Life on Venus, intriguing molecule phosphine spotted in planets' clouds again. Space.com. AI summary of this story. Scientists led by Jane Greaves of Cardiff University have discovered phosphine deeper in the atmosphere of Venus than previously detected. Using the James Clerk Maxwell telescope, the team found phosphine in the top and middle of Venus's clouds, suggesting it could be coming from lower in the atmosphere. Phosphine is generated by microorganisms in low-oxygen environments on Earth, making it a potential biosignature. However, abiotic processes could also produce phosphine on Venus. The discovery has sparked further investigations, and upcoming NASA and European missions to Venus will provide more insights into the planet's atmosphere.
Health News.
Less than 3% of adults are in perfect health. Study The Federalist. AI summary of this story. New research from Canada's York University reveals that over 97% of American adults have at least one risk factor for early death. The study analyzed data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination surveys and found that the prevalence of risk factors remained consistent over time. However, the types of risks shifted from physiological factors to mental and lifestyle issues. Lifestyle habits such as excess sugar consumption and drug use contribute to chronic illnesses and premature death. Concerns about health are further raised by the contamination of American tap water with PFAS chemicals, which have been linked to obesity, cancer, and fertility issues.
Malaria in Texas, what you need to know. Texas A&M University Today. AI summary of this story. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, recently issued an advisory regarding several cases of malaria detected in the southern United States. These cases, 1 in Texas and 4 in Florida, are the first instances of locally transmitted malaria in the U.S. since 2003. The infections appear to have occurred locally, meaning the individuals did not travel to areas where malaria is endemic. Public health officials are responding with mosquito control measures as mosquitoes are carriers of the malaria parasite. At this time, there is no need for the general public to be concerned about contracting malaria.
AI decodes brain tumor DNA during surgery for real-time diagnosis. Neuroscience News. AI summary of this story. Scientists at Harvard Medical School have developed an AI tool called CHARM that can quickly identify the molecular identity of a brain tumor during surgery. This real-time molecular diagnosis can help neurosurgeons make critical decisions about tissue removal and on-the-spot treatments. CHARM offers a 93% accuracy rate in identifying specific molecular mutations and has the potential to be retrained to identify other brain cancer subtypes. While the tool still requires clinical validation and FDA approval, its development represents a significant step towards real-time precision oncology.
Now a poem about today's health news. In distant lands where health's measure falter, study reveals a truth we must not alter. Less than 3% adults in their prime embrace perfect health, though time be a crime. Beneath the sun that graces Texas plain, a threat lurks, a fearsome unseen bane. Malaria's grip, relentless and dire, Texas A&M warns we must not tire. Amidst the realm of science's great quest, AI with wondrous prowess is blessed, brain tumors' secrets it seeks to unveil. Neuroscience applauds, in awe we trail. For surgery becomes a chance to see, DNA decoded, granting clarity, real-time diagnosis, a gift bestowed by AI's might, knowledge artfully sowed. Together these tales paint a vivid frame of human frailty, of courage and aim. Yet hope resides within these perils told. To overcome and thrive, we must be bold.
Entertainment news.
California's governor won't appeal parole of Charles Manson follower Leslie Van Houten. CBS News. AI summary of this story. California Governor Gavin Newsom has announced that he will not block the parole of Leslie Van Houten, a former follower of Charles Manson. Van Houten has served 53 years in prison for her involvement in the infamous 1969 murders of Leno and Rosemary LaBianca. Despite previous rejections from Newsom and former Governor Jerry Brown, a state appeals court ruled in May that Van Houten should be released due to her rehabilitative efforts and remorse. Van Houten's release could occur in about 2 weeks after the parole board reviews her record and processes the necessary paperwork.
The look on Edge's face after that spear, WWE.
Now a poem about today's entertainment news. In realm of words, I now embark to craft a verse of Shakespeare's mark, of tales both dark and full of might, from news that sees the day and night. From California's golden land, a tale so chilling close at hand, the governor shall not appeal the parole of one lost to zeal. Leslie Van Houten, Manson's kin, in prison walls her days begin, yet freedom whispers through the air, a life reborn, a soul laid bare. In Shakespearean fashion we ponder how one's past may tear asunder, transformed with hope and mercy's plea, the choice to set one's spirit free. But as the bard retreats his quill, we turn our gaze to wrestling's thrill, the ring adorned with courage bold, and warriors with tales untold. From the ropes, a sight bestowed, Edge in battle's sacred ode, with spear in hand, his eyes aglow, aiming for a mighty blow. The moment seized, the crowd they cheer, his foe left breathless, filled with fear. In Shakespeare's stage we pause, admire the power of strength, set hearts.
Now a silly joke or two to lighten the mood after all the heavy stuff.
Why was the strawberry sad? Its parents were in a jam. Hey, Dad, did you get a haircut? No, I got them all cut.
Hope you enjoyed today's Artificial Intelligence Generated News Digest, AGNDD. For more, please subscribe, hit the bell button to activate notifications. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.